All right guys, in this video I'm going to show you guys how and why we planted some live plants in our pond. So make sure to hit that subscribe and like button and get into the video here. Let's check it out. Let's check this out. We have got some aquarium plants and we're going to start planting our pond, and in hopes of reducing our energy cost and our power bill and such. So unfortunately, since we have expanded the aquarium network and everything, our power bill is increased by about $200 a month. So we're going to try our best to eliminate that. Right now we have a solar filtration system which the sun has not hit yet, and tomorrow I will be receiving that I ordered on Amazon a solar, well, I lost my, a big aerator system. So I actually ordered two. So I'm going to try to run my pond and my aquariums in the house off of solar, and then with the ultimate goal of running every bit of my aquarium stuff off of solar. So guys, let's get this thing replanted, actually repotted, and I've got another large plant in the car I've got to go get. All right, so the other plant that we got is a large elephant ear, and believe it or not, I was not expecting this thing to be as affordable as it was. $30. And this right here was like 20. Now I know that this thing will take off and do wonderful in the pond. And what I do is I plan to put it actually in one of these pots right here. And then I'll set it on one of these ledges on the inside. So actually I'm gonna do that. Probably wouldn't hurt to put some sand in there with it, but I feel like all them compacted roots and everything will kind of break free. And if I'm not mistaken, these actually, they pull nutrients from the substrate, or from the water and everything. Probably wouldn't hurt to add some substrate to this, but I'm gonna see how it does, because eventually once this gets long enough, I'll take it out of the pot and I'll put it in the bottom of my pond. So, oh yeah. Get it in there all stabilized. So that one there is planted, and hopefully it'll be good and happy. And like I said, once they start to get longer, I'll eventually take it out and just set it directly in the substrate where it'll grow through the sand in the bottom of the pond. Right now I'm running the pool filter and just my sump filtration with an air stone that's run off of a centralized air system that I have. It's a pretty large pump, but it supplies everything that I have, but it does draw a lot of energy. So I'm hoping to replace it with 2 banks of solar and use this strictly as a backup. I'm not trying to go 100% off the power grid with this, because I know that that's impossible in certain times. But if I can do 75% solar and 25% on the power grid, that's going to dramatically help with energy efficiency. So that's a beautiful water lily right here. Really nice. I just wish it was a little bit longer. I'm not sure if these can be fully submerged, or I would just go ahead and put it all the way in the water. I didn't know if I had brought up that this is a solar filter system, and it works excellent. Once the sun comes out, I'll actually cut this off. I might as well go ahead. Anyways, we've got another hour before the sun will be able to reach my panels. Eventually I'll put them on top of my roof and we'll be good. I mean, this is gonna be like an off-grid. I'm trying to make it an off-grid pond setup. So I need to do some quick research on whether or not I can fully submerge this plant, or at least to here, until it grows out. I believe I can, but I'm gonna have to check it out. All right, so from another project, I have these little half buckets. These have 2 benefits really. The fish can go in there and hide and spawn and everything, and it's just got a little bit of pond junk in it from actually these fish that were in here at one time. So what I'll do is I'll probably set this in here, and I'll cut a couple of windows out in that pot because it says that it does not like to be completely submerged, which I get it. I would like to be able to plant the root base inside of here, but with the benefit of keeping it in a pot, what I'll do is I'll window it out. That way you know, the roots can kind of expand out of it. My theory is, I believe that these will live in the winter, at least the tag said, which I'm gonna actually go get the tag. We can read it together. All right, so this particular variant is the Black Magic Elephant Ear. Sun to shade. Let's see here. Hardy 0 to, what is that, 10 degrees? What does that mean? So maybe we're good. If I'm interpreting this right, hopefully. So what I'll do, I'll probably go ahead and window this, and I want to try to knock some of the fertilizer that's out on the inside because I'm not sure if that's poisonous to my fish, and I don't even want to risk it because I've got some really expensive fish in this thing. This soil seems super tight. I don't know if I should transfer this guy to like a 5-gallon bucket. Maybe what I have to do, and cut some holes in it maybe. I don't know. Or maybe the window trick will work to just allow the roots to come out of this thing. But there's all kind of offshoots on this plant. I could probably get 2 or 3 plants out of this particular one. Not sure, but we're gonna find out here in a minute. Okay, so upon further inspection, this poor thing is root bound like crazy. So it looks like I need to try to transfer it to a larger container, a larger bucket, something larger. I've got several buckets around here. I need to just go find something to actually set it in and try to hold it all together. I do have another aquarium that I'm planning on draining down and using the substrate in it as like a base for one of these plants because it would be like the ultimate fertilization and everything. So I might go ahead and do that actually. So I went ahead and peeled all of the plastic off of this thing, and it's in pretty bad shape. So we're gonna put it in this 5-gallon bucket. What I'll probably do is leave it in this dirt, but put rock around it. And that way the rock, because it's essentially gonna be living off of the nutrients that's in the pond, and this thing's extremely nutrient rich. We got lots of fish in here that's creating nitrates and nitrites and waste. So what we'll do is we'll take this, I'm gonna drill holes all in this, and I've got rock laying all around the house. So what I'll do is I'll actually put rock in the bottom of this thing, kind of space it up a little bit, and we'll fill all around it with rock, leaving it in that dirt. That'll also allow the roots to start to come through the rock, possibly push through all these holes, and that'll work like a hydroponic type setup. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm not gonna film drilling the holes in the bucket. It's pretty self-explanatory. We're gonna drill holes in the bucket. Then we'll put rock in it, and we'll put it in the pond and see how it looks. So now that it looks like Swiss cheese, over here to my water hose, we're gonna try to rinse out all this, all these microplastics, which really don't need to be going into my yard either, because could potentially be eaten by birds, but that would be terrible. But you don't need them plastics in your pond. Your fish eat them and it'll kill them. So we're gonna plant this thing and get it in the pond, and it should look really good. All right, so what I did was just take a couple of rocks in the bottom of this thing, sat it right down. We already got a pretty neat looking offshoot right here. We could probably plant this. Honestly, we'll keep an eye on it. We might cut this and plant it separate somewhere. But we just left it in the dirt. Should be fine. I got most of the fertilizers out. And now what I'm gonna do is get this thing in the pool and see what it looks like. So what I'll probably do is set this bucket down under the water, maybe about right here, somewhere flat, so if it doesn't try to float off. And I've got a bad feeling that might try to float too. So we're we're gonna have to probably do some modifying. We'll find all that out here in a minute. I put a good bit of rock in there to hold it down. So yeah, see, that's pretty neutrally buoyant. So I'm gonna go get the plant, try to put it in here. Oh wow, that actually works pretty good. A little bit of the coloration from the dirt's leaching out, but not too bad. And my theory is that the roots will grow out of that, and hopefully as the plant gets taller, I'll eventually just be able to do away with that white bucket. And essentially that just sits on the bottom. So guys, thank you for watching. Probably need to run my large filtration for a little while and clear this water up some. Not that it's dirty. I did a water change yesterday, but just kind of adding something new to it. You know, you kind of stir up some of the sediment in the pond. So, guys, thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. We'll see you on the next video.